Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Welcome to another week of Totally Inappropriate Team Sports, or as we like to call it around here, TITS. I am your host, Cheeseman, joined along with, as always, by...
The voice of a generation is Mark Wahlberg, aka Sensei.
General anesthesia.
And Maddie Icing.
I was about to say, and Matty Icing at a party, in case he wasn't listening. Well, he's not at a party, per se, but he's hanging out with friends watching Michigan win. That's awful.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that Michigan's winning. I was hoping they would just have a problem with purple. Washington would come out and kick their ass like TCU did last year. But no. Oh well, I'm still rocking the purple anyway. Any fun events this week? No? Cool. Smart, good to have you back.
Yes, indeed. Stars are all here.
Dude.
Matty Icing's back, kind of. Full capacity this week. I guess we could just fucking get right into it. What's up, Craig? We got Craig in the chat. Bobby Anthem's probably out there too. What's up, Bobby?
What's up, Craig? What's up, Bobby?
Looking forward to talking to you next week, man. No, he's not coming on the show. Don't get your hopes up, people. Sorry. So, playoffs are set.
Yep.
And the Green Bay Packers are fucking in it. Fuck you, Luke.
Yes, we are.
Fuck you. For never having to know what it's like to be a loser. I know you guys didn't make the playoffs last year. It was one fucking year. You guys couldn't have missed it 2 years in a row? No.
Their season.
2017,
is basically-
2018?
What's that?
2017, 2018?
Yeah. I guess that's ancient history.
Their season is basically like when those fucking Chiefs fans post the meme on Twitter of like first quarter, second quarter. Oh god, I hate football. Oh, that was a close one. And it's like you guys were ready to fucking hang yourselves for like week 18, 8 to week fucking 12, and then it all changed. Or like week 11, I guess.
Right. Didn't last long enough.
Ah man, those 5 weeks weren't good. We're a fucking disaster.
We had a very, very difficult October.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh. Check my alerts. So yeah, yesterday was quite the eventful day. I guess we'll just start off at the top of our picks. If we think of any games that weren't on our picks, we could talk about it, whatever. But the first game we had Houston taking on Indianapolis. Indianapolis was favored by 1. We all took Houston. We all get the point. Houston picks up the win, secures a wild card spot, and then Jacksonville shits all over themselves later in the day to give Houston the fucking division outright. So the Detroit Lions and the Houston Texans won their divisions this year.
The script writer gets to live for another week.
Yeah. His car does not get blown up this week. The Strouds make it to the playoffs.
The moon is safe.
So yeah, that's a point for everybody. Next game, we had the 11-5 Cleveland Browns taking on the 8-8 Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals were favored by 4.5. I was the only one that took Cincinnati. Cincinnati covered that 4.5, and then a lot more. They beat the fucking brakes out the Browns, but to their credit, the Browns didn't play like any other starters. They rested everybody. So.
And the second I saw Jeff Driscoll in there, I knew this was a loss.
Yep. So, I'm happy to take that win by myself. After that, we had the 7-9 Minnesota Vikings taking on the 11-5 Detroit Lions. Lions were favored by 4. We all went with the Lions on this, and the Lions surprisingly didn't let us down. They pick up the win by 10 points comfortably. They might have let some of their starters hang out a little too long. That's debatable.
I don't think that's even debatable. I think that's cut and dry.
Well, I can't remember exactly what point in the game Laporta got hurt, but I think they were up by 14 at that point. So yeah, they probably should have been sitting him on the side.
It was like midway through the second.
That's what I'm saying. Like I can kind of like it was before halftime, so I don't want to kill him on it. But at the same time, like I think they were up by like 14, so they could have easily just said, "Hey, hang out on the bench."
And that's 17-3 Michigan.
No, I want to hear that. Next, 7-9 Chicago Bears taking on the 8-8 Green Bay Packers. Packers favored by 3. I really, really wanted the Bears to win this.
Oops, we did it again.
I hate that I can't mute him.
Somebody picked the Packers. Guess who?
That would be the motherfucker that just said, "Guess who?" It's Mark Wahlberg, the only one to pick the
The
Packers.
person who knows better. It is amazing how Jordan Love is like fucking second or third, I think, in touchdowns this year, his first year as a starter.
I think it was
CJ
second,
Stroud.
actually.
It might be second. If it's second, then I'm wrong. But fucking Stroud is in the playoffs his rookie year, and we are sitting there literally fighting fucking tooth to nail, like fighting to the death on Twitter over if year 4 is going to be when Justin Fields makes that big leap with promise.
Yeah, right.
The game yesterday was the second highest completion percentage we've had in 40 years.
Well, Stroud
there was
led
a
the
quarter-
league. A rookie led the entire league in touchdown to interception ratio.
Okay, honest question, Mark. Where do you go from here? Do you stick with Fields or do you clean the fuck out?
Well, they still got Eberflus, so I wouldn't see much point in cleaning out. Sorry, that was directed at Smart. I'll shut up.
I was inclined to say off a bridge, but yes, that's also true. It doesn't seem like they're going to get rid of. They might not even get rid of fucking Gatsby. They're dragging their feet on. They haven't fired anybody yet, unfortunately. I mean, if I wouldn't keep Fields, I wouldn't keep Eberflus either, honestly. But it seems like they're going to, like Cheese said, it makes sense, I guess, to keep Fields if you keep Eberflus. And then at the very least, the only thing that'll keep me from sobbing into my pillow at night will be the fact that Marvin Harrison Jr. will probably end up getting drafted at that point, unless they really decide they want to fuck me over and end up like not only not drafting Harrison Jr. or trading down, but just end up like taking like fucking Malik Neighbors with the first pick. And then I just like never watch football ever again.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame you. That would be awful. Yeah, if you're not going to take Marvin Harrison at number 1, which I don't think they will because there's other options. I think the most likely scenario is you guys drop to 3. I think that's where Washington's sitting right now.
I think
3 or
Washington's
4. Oh, Washington's 2 now? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Washington are 2, and I think New England are 3.
Sounds right to me as well, yeah.
Yeah, Washington might not trade up with you then because they're like, all right, well, yeah, if you're going to take a quarterback, go ahead, bitches. We dare you. Knowing damn well Chicago ain't going to take that quarterback. Although, you guys could play around like, no, we're going to have this other team. We're going to trade with them, and they're going to go up to number 1 and take the quarterback ahead of you. So you sure you don't want to trade?
I will
If they
say
don't do something like that, I'd be pissed.
They should draft a quarterback, but just because it seems like they're unfortunately keeping Eberflus doesn't mean that they won't repeat what they've done with the last 2 quarterbacks, because they did that with Trubisky and Fields of leaving the coach in for 1 more year, firing him, and then expecting the quarterback to spend another year learning a new system.
Yeah, if they would be better off if they're only going to keep 1. I would say you keep Fields and get rid of Eberflus. Try to get you an established good coach, and then if Fields doesn't work out this year, which he probably won't, even if he does, give the coach the option to pick somebody up in the draft next year, like a draft his own quarterback, basically. If you guys work this draft right and you have the capital that I think you'll have, anyway.
It would be pretty funny to like keep Fields, keep Eberflus, draft Marvin Harrison Jr., and then still just watch Fields like hold on to the ball too long while Moore and Harrison Jr. are wide open.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys got 2 first-round picks. You need Marvin Harrison and a fucking offensive lineman.
Center, left tackle.
You guys got the draft code. You guys are like you're in the position that Detroit was in a few years ago. I feel like you guys have a chance to do something good in the draft, get lots of capital, and turn it into something for the future. But you're gonna have to wait a few years like Detroit. Detroit actually jumped the gun. They're a year early. I didn't think they'd be making it or doing this well until next year.
They do have a kind of a fork in the road because they have the draft capital and they have a lot of money in free agency, and they've actually won a couple of games, so it doesn't seem like as desolate of a place as it was last year. So free agents might actually come. So there's an opportunity if they make the right decisions that they will have a season that people can actually be happy with at the end of the year.
Right. All right, well, I guess that's enough fucking Bears talk for now. Let's move on. Smart was the only one to pick up the point with Green Bay after all that Bears talk.
Mm-hmm.
Next game, 10-6 Kansas City Chiefs taking on the 5-11 Los Angeles Chargers. Chargers were favored by 1.5. Kansas City won this game by 1, and I just about lost my shit because I took Kansas City, and I'm like, fuck! They won by 1, and they were favored by 1.5. And I looked at the sheet again, I was like, oh, wait, no. It was the Chargers who were favored. Sweet. So that's a point for me and Luke. Smart and Matt don't get shit. That's what you guys get for taking the Chargers.
Fair enough.
Oh, god damn it. Next, 11-5, Philadelphia Eagles giving up 5.5 to the New York Giants. Ha ha. Luke was the only one that took the Giants. The rest of us took the Eagles. We failed, just like the Eagles. Boy, they look like shit heading into the playoffs. Talk about backing into the playoffs. Holy hell. They're lucky they got a soft matchup in the first round, bitches. Yeah, New York wins the game outright. Luke picks up the point by himself. We move on to the next game. Dallas taking on Washington. Dallas favored by 13.5. Luke and Smart went with Washington, hoping Ron Rivera would be sent out on a good note. Me and Matt knew better. Dallas whooped that ass. What's up, Scott?
Hey, Scott.
Shout out to Scott Greer, not queer in the chat. Always happy to see you. Yeah, Washington got flogged. Dallas had their way with them. They covered the 13.5 easily. Me and Matt pick up the point. Next game, 8-8. Denver Broncos taking on the 7-9 Las Vegas Raiders. Raiders favored by 2.5. One of us went along with Denver and therefore didn't get a point. Okay, I'm one of us. It was me. God damn it. Rest of you pick up the win. Fuck you, Vegas. Fuck you, Denver, even more. Figure out who you are and come back next year. Next, the Los Angeles Rams taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Niners favored by 3.5. Luke went alone with the Rams. Dickhead. Luke gets the point. Rest of us eat a dick with San Francisco. Damn you, 49ers. And the last game, the 10-6 Buffalo Bills giving up 3 to the 11-5 Miami Dolphins. Luke and Matt took Miami. Luke, because anytime he picks against Buffalo, they win. And that was the case again, as Smark and myself picked Buffalo and pick up the point. Well done, Smark.
Mm-hmm.
On the week, your leaders at 6-4, Luke Birch and myself. Yay. One game above 500. Sitting right at 500 at 5-5, Smart Wahlberg. And bringing up the rear this week at 4-6, Maddie Icing.
Luckily for
Overall,
him, he was 50 games ahead.
Yeah, I say overall, Maddie's still in the lead, 98-79. I'm in second at 90-87. Smark in third at 85-92, and now just one game behind him, Luke Birch, 84-93. Got a couple weeks of playoffs to try to dig out of that basement, Luke. So, without further, I guess I can run down the teams real quick. Our teams. I'm not going to talk about me anymore. I'm out of this. I don't even going to add my shit up anymore. Maddie Icing in third place with 51. Smart Wahlberg in second place with 55. Luke Birch at the top with 57. So, still close. Just depends on who has playoff teams. I should have looked into that. Who still has teams alive? Do that real quick
Off
right
the
now.
top of
Won't
my
even
head,
take
I
me
have
long.
the Ravens.
Yeah, Smart has Kansas City. Matt has San Francisco. I have Detroit. I have Philadelphia. Luke has Buffalo. Luke has Jacksonville. Smart has
Jacksonville
Baltimore.
aren't in there.
Oh, Jacksonville didn't make a. Oh, that's right. They didn't. I was
No,
thinking
they
they made a wild
don't.
card. Yeah, I thought they still hit a wild card. But yeah, no, they're out. You're right. So Luke does not have Jacksonville. Luke has Buffalo. Smart has Baltimore. I have Tampa Bay. How the hell did that work out? Luke has Dallas, at least. Smart has Miami. I have Green Bay. Luke has Houston. Matt has the Rams. Matt has Cleveland. I think that's it. Oh, Luke has Pittsburgh. And that is it. So I think Matty Icing's got 3 teams in there. Ah, fuck it. I'll give you exact numbers later. Who cares? I read out who has what teams left. Let's get into the first week of the playoffs. The first game we have the number 5 seed Cleveland Browns giving up 1.5 as they travel to Houston to take on the number 4 seed Texans. Luke Birch.
I've got to go with the Strouds.
All right. Strouds for
I,
Luke.
I know Joe Flacco's look good, but I just struggle to trust Joe Flacco at any point post 2012.
Yeah. I mean, it's a fair point, but the motherfucker's setting franchise records in just a couple weeks with the team. That's impressive. Smart Wahlberg, who do you like in this one?
I gotta go with the Strouds as well. Like, that's basically just what happens. The division's dog shit, but then somebody wins a division, they get home field advantage, and they win a game that they probably shouldn't have. So that's what happens with the Texans.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I'm cautious to go with the Texans because they do have a rookie quarterback. Rookie quarterbacks don't have the best track record in the playoffs. But Cleveland just rested like their whole team, and I don't like it when teams sit the week before the playoffs. I guess I'm going to roll the dice and go with Houston as well. Fuck it. Matty Icing.
I guess I'll go alone with the dog pound.
All right. Cleveland's defense does scare me.
And there he goes.
Huh.
And to make sure it was him and not me, because I realized that I had the game off, so I went to turn it back on. I was like, ah, shit, what did I do?
So that cheese motherfucker, am I right?
Fucking hate StreamYard. So I clicked down to see the messages in the chat, and then I hit the back button, to get out of the chat, and it just took me all out of StreamYard altogether. Like, why is it so fucking easy to get out of this program? All right. Anyway, I was talking to myself before I looked up and realized I wasn't connected anymore. The number 6 seed Miami Dolphins travel on to Kansas City to take on the number 3 seed Chiefs. Chiefs favored by 3.5. I said traveling down to. They're traveling up to Kansas City. Sorry.
I cannot find myself to trust the Chiefs. I'll take Tyreek Hill's new team over his old.
Right. Smart Wahlberg.
I feel like this game presents a paradox because the Dolphins don't perform well against good teams, but the Chiefs count as a good team anymore. That's
Right.
that is a real question. I will continue. Unfortunately, it breaks my heart because I actually like them and I would much rather they win. But begrudgingly, give me the Chiefs.
Right. Sensible thing would be go with the Chiefs. I don't know why. I'm going to follow my heart this time. Give me the Miami Dolphins. Maybe they can at least keep it closer than fucking 3. So, or keep it as close as 3 so I don't lose the point. But yeah, I would much rather them win the game outright. Matty Icing.
I'll take the healthier team and go with the Chiefs.
I'm on my own with Miami. Fuck it. My B team made the playoffs. I might as well ride on it for a minute.
It's funny that you dropped out while describing this game. What are you, a Chiefs receiver?
Yes. I dropped it. Get it?
Fucking clowns.
Who am I? Kadarius Toney. All right, next game. The number 7 seed Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the number 2 seed Buffalo Bills. Bills favored by 10. Luke Birch.
Let's try it again.
All right.
Okay, Pittsburgh.
Mark Wahlberg.
10 is a lot for a playoff game. But on the other hand, fucking Mike Tomlin deserves his day of reckoning for his sins against football.
We're in the playoffs.
Yes. This is true. Provided that Rudolph ends up staying healthy, I'm going to take the Bills.
Right. I'm going to take the Steelers. Not because I think by picking them, Luke's fucking Buffalo Bills will win. Just that I think the Steelers will play them tougher and keep it closer than 10 at least. Matty Icing.
Give me Buffalo.
Split decision. Next
Mine's
game.
largely based on the hope that TJ Watt does not end up playing. If he does, I'm fucked. But in the meantime,
I don't think TJ Watt's going to play. Next game, the 7 seed Green Bay Packers taking on the number 2 Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys getting 7.5. Sorry, Cowboys giving 7.5.
I control C, control V what I said last game. Let's see if it works again.
All right. Dallas for Luke. Mark Wahlberg.
well, my strategy didn't work last week, so let's see if it works this week. Green Bay's going to cover. Green Bay's going to pull out that surprise upset victory. Jordan Love's going to look absolutely great.
Jordan Love might look okay, but Dallas is a different defense than what he was playing against yesterday in Chicago. And Dallas's offense is going to take full advantage of Joe Barry's defense. Give me Dallas to cover.
Are you saying you expect Dak Prescott to actually score like a singular touchdown pass, perhaps even more than one touchdown pass against this vaunted Green Bay Packers defense?
Yeah, I think I was going to say I normally wouldn't take him to score many touchdowns, if any, but it's the Green Bay defense, so yes, give me Dallas. Matty Icing.
I hate him, but I'll take him. Give me Dallas.
All right. Smart floating on his own with the Packers. 2 weeks in a row. Uh-oh. It worked out for him last week. Does it pay off again here?
I seriously hope not. But
All right. The next game, the NFL scriptwriter's dream, the number 6 Los Angeles Rams taking on the number 3 Detroit Lions in Detroit. Detroit favored by 3.5. Luke Birch.
I think you guys get this one very comfortably by at least 10.
Jesus. All right. Mark Wahlberg.
And as you said in the chat yesterday, you're already up by 6. Matt Stafford has already thrown a fucking pick 6.
Yeah, it's true.
I tend to echo the sentiments of Luke, but I will also say that if things start to go south, I will enjoy watching the meltdown in the group chat. But in the meantime, give me the Lions.
Same. Fucking same. That would be delicious.
Mm-hmm.
It'll only be me too. Maddie will still be over there. No, it's okay. They're still good. They're still good. Just you wait until next year. All right. Fuck. Matt Stafford gets the opportunity, along with the Rams as a fucking franchise, to fuck the Lions one more good time.
Is it safe to say that this game will decide once and for all who actually won that trade?
Sure, but I would almost say they've won that trade. They won the Super Bowl. So.
Yeah, but I think you guys are building a Super Bowl team over there.
Yeah, we'll see. I have too much damage. I can't get behind that belief. Like I said, this feels like the script writer's wet dream. Stafford and the Rams get the chance to fuck the Lions again. Cup and what the fuck is his name? Puka will shred this fucking secondary. What's up, True
Hey,
North?
Jack.
What's up, Dirk?
Hey, True North.
I know the secondary is supposed to be good, but we got C.J. Garner-Johnson coming back from an injury. I know he just played, but he's still shaking off some rust. He hasn't been out there much. I think
You
the
needn't
secondary is
worry,
kind
True
of
North.
overrated.
If
So
there is one thing that the
Mom.
Bears never, I said you needn't worry, True North. If there's anything that I've learned from my 30 plus years as a Bears fan, change is the absolute last thing that happens.
Stafford will throw that pick six, but I think Goff throws a couple of picks as well. Give me the fucking Rams. Don't have faith that the Lions can win this by more than fucking 3 points. I can see them winning. It is possible. I'm not saying they're definitely fucking losing this game, but I just don't like it being more than 3. And fucking Laporta being out is one of the worst things that could happen because without Laporta there to draw any kind of fucking attention, everybody's going to be on Amon Ra, and Goff's going to have to find a more substantial target. I mean, the best he's going to be able to do is dump it off to Gibbs and Montgomery all game, and that's just I don't think that's going to get it done. Not to like be blowing them out or anything. Matty icing.
I'll take the Lions.
All right. Your guys' combined total to make a pick, 15 seconds. Mine, 15 minutes. Last game. And like I said, they drew the fucking easy one. The 5 seed Philadelphia Eagles favored by 3 against the 4 seed Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yeah, True North says Rams are the most dangerous team in the NFC. They are a risk. They are a danger. Whenever you got Aaron Donald and then Stafford and Puka and fucking Cup on the other side, they got a chance. Luke Birch, who do you like this in this one?
What was it Smart said earlier? A team always backs their way into a fucking division, gets a home game, and wins a game they fucking shouldn't. Yeah, I echoed that exact sentiment for this game. Give me Tampa Bay.
Fuck up. All right. I don't give a fuck how bad Philly's playing. It's Baker fucking Mayfield, okay? Sorry. Smart Wahlberg, who you like in this?
First off, I'd like to thank both of you guys for when Luke said, what did Smart say? Neither of you saying either I like penis or make that a large, please. So, anyways, with that being said, give me the Eagles.
Super size me, bro. Yeah, obviously I'm not going with Tampa Bay in this. I have no faith in that team. Anything that came out of the division, I wouldn't fucking take. I don't care who else they're playing. It had been Green Bay against Tampa Bay. I'm taking fucking Green Bay. I only use Green Bay as an example because they're the lowest seed in the NFC.
Did you guys not see what Tampa Bay did to us a couple weeks back?
Don't care. Baker Mayfield's way too inconsistent. Dirk taking Tampa Bay as well. Lost faith in the Eagles. Okay.
I mean, if Tampa Bay wins, does the Eagles coach get fired?
I also hate Baker Mayfield for
Possibly.
winning that last game of the season last year. So that might have something to do with it. Matty icing.
Tampa Bay.
Matt already forgives Baker Mayfield. Let's see. Calls himself a true Lions fan. Whatever. All right. Well, that's already it for the NFL picks this week because obviously there's only 6 games and there'll be even less next week. So without further ado, I guess let's get to the NHL. What a week it's been.
I've just realised episode 150 will be the one going into the Super Bowl. We need to make that a special episode.
Oh shit! Yeah, I have to. Haven't figured out if I'll be able to do it yet, but I mean, at the very least, I'll be able to pop in and out. So I just don't know if I'll be able to fucking be on for an entire time.
Now, I'm talking about the standard Monday episode leading into it.
Oh, okay.
Will be 150.
Okay, so the Super Bowl episode will be 151. So we gotta do shots of Bacardi 151 while we watch it. Is that what you're saying?
That's it.
Touchdown! Ugh. Burn, breathe fire.
Dak does have a good point.
Patricia's a defensive coordinator. Yeah, I know.
And people wonder why they've fallen off a fucking cliff.
But Tampa Bay is so inconsistent. That whole division was bad. They wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that division. Hate Tampa Bay. All right, get to the hockey. First game we had last week, the Boston Bruins giving up 1.5 to the Columbus Blue Jackets. Luke went alone with Columbus. The rest of us took your cousin from Boston. Got the point. Well, Smark got coin flips for all his. So, yeah. He didn't pick these. The coin did. I feel like I should get a goddamn coin after this shit. Next game, the Carolina Hurricanes taking on the New York Rangers. Rangers favored by 1.5. Carolina not only covered, they blew their ass out of the water. What the fuck, Rangers? At least I got a point with Carolina because that's still my team. However, Smark and Matt picked Carolina. Smark and Matt get the point. That's what I get for going with Luke. Next game, Montreal Canadiens taking on the Dallas Stars. Stars favored by 1.5. They did not cover. They did not win, I'm pretty sure. Me and Matt took Dallas. Me and Matt took the loss. Smark and Luke get the point. Next, Chicago Blackhawks taking on the Nashville Predators. Predators favored by 1.5. Smark, or the coin, should I say, was the only one that took Nashville. Smark's the only one that gets the point. Son of a bitch. Next, we had the Islanders taking.
Prevailed.
Yeah. Should have just made you take Chicago as a punishment. Islanders taking on the Avalanche. Avalanche favored by 1.5. We all went with Colorado. We all get nothing. Islanders won the game. Next game, Florida Panthers giving up 1.5 to the Arizona Coyotes. Me and Luke took the Coyotes. Me and Luke took the L. Matt and the coin pick up the win. Next, Ottawa Senators taking on the Vancouver Canucks. Ha! The coin went alone with Ottawa. The coin doesn't get shit on this one. The rest of us get the point with Vancouver. Vancouver's on fire right now. Next game, the Toronto Maple Leafs taking on the Los Angeles Kings. Kings favored by 1.5. The coin went along with Toronto. The coin gets the win. Craig says girls team sports. Come on. No, we're not doing girls team sports. I can't even name all the WNBA teams. I don't think there's other girls sports besides that. I mean, there's college softball, but what do they all do after college? It's not like they go play in a softball league, right? Is there an actual fucking professional softball league out there I don't know about? No, I don't think so. But the fucking college shit's all over ESPN Plus when that shit comes around.
It's actually kind of funny because my cousins, like the older one, the male, he plays baseball. They were like his parents were trying to make him. They were totally trying to be fucking stage moms and try to make him out to be like a future like MLB player, and it's not happening for Buddy. So they like got mad at him, and like they basically turned their backs on him, and they're now working towards his sibling, which is unfortunately his younger sister. And it's like, all right, you could push her as hard as possible to be a pro, but like at what? Like
Right.
she plays softball. Like there was no money in that shit.
Like, no, if anything, you just guaranteed she's a lesbian.
Well, I mean, that could potentially also lead to a lucrative career as like a musician performing at Lilith Fair.
Have a oh god damn it, what the hell is that called? A creative arts degree or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
One that goes towards nothing in real life.
Impressive flannel collection.
Yes. So that last game, Smark and the Coin are alone with Toronto. Pick up the win, fuckers. In the last game of the week, we had the Detroit Red Wings taking on the San Jose Sharks. Me and Luke took San Jose. Me and Luke took the loss. Smark and Matt pick up the win. So overall, for the week, big winner, Smark Wahlberg, a.k.a. Penny. That's what I had close to me to flip. They go 7-2. What the fuck? Matty Icing in second place at 5-4. Me and Luke, complete mirrors of fucking Smark's score at 2-7. Fucking embarrassing. So after that, Matt and Smark are now tied at the top overall at 53 and 45. I am in the second and falling behind quickly at 46 and 52. Luke Birch, 4 games behind me at 42 and 56. Oh, fun fact. Where did I write that down at? Where'd it go? Is it on the new one? Yep, there it is. There, actually, never mind. I'll get to that fun fact here in a minute when it's more relevant. First game we got the 20-10-6 Los Angeles Kings taking on the 19-17-5 Tampa Bay Lightning. Lightning favored by 1.5. Luke Birch.
And this is in Tampa Bay.
Correct.
Then I'd usually take Tampa Bay, so I'll take the Kings.
All right. I am taking the Kings as well. Shit. I'm already with Luke. This sucks. Mark Wahlberg.
All right, I was prepared to take the Kings as well, but then that leaves Matt open to just go by himself. So go ahead and give me Tampa Bay.
I'd leave Matt to go by himself with Tampa Bay. Fuck Tampa Bay. Matty Icing.
Yeah.
Give me Kings.
All right. Smark alone with Tampa Bay. Next game, the 9-28-3 San Jose Sharks taking on the 20-10-7 Toronto Maple Leafs. Maple Leafs favored by 2.5. Luke Birch.
I'd usually take the Maple Leafs, so give me the Sharks.
All right. Well, I was fully prepared to take the Sharks, but now that Luke took the Maple Leafs, now that Luke took the Sharks, I'm going to have to take the Maple Leafs. Because I went back and looked, and Luke doesn't always pick Toronto. He picks against them too. But it doesn't seem to matter what he does. Because overall, in games involving Toronto, Luke Birch is 1-6.
Can we stop putting Toronto on here?
Nope, it's your team, I think, actually. Yeah, it's your team. That's why it's on here. You took Toronto. And then didn't release them when you had the chance. Matty Icing, who do you like in this one?
Sharks.
All right. And Smart Wahlberg.
I wish I had money because then next week I would just show up wearing a Maple Leafs jersey. No context after your stat anyway. Did you say 2 or 2.5?
2.5.
2.5. Damn, that is a lot, even if it's the Sharks. Give me the Sharks.
All right. Me on my own with Toronto. Normally I'd be like, what the fuck? Why would I do that? But it's because I'm going against Luke. Next, the 25-11-3 Vancouver Canucks taking on the 18-11-10 New York Islanders. Islanders favored by 1.5. Luke Birch.
I'd usually go Canucks, so I'll take Islanders. Holy shit, Washington scored.
Good. We'll do it again. And again. And some more. Maybe Michigan will fuck up the second half of this game and blow it. God, I hope so. All right, I'm not going to take the Islanders. I'm going to go with Vancouver in this. So the team's on fire, killing it. Islanders are suspect at any time. Smart Wahlberg.
The game is where?
It's in New York.
New York. Give me the Islanders then, I guess.
And Matty Icing.
Canucks.
Right. First split decision in the NHL tonight. Luke and Smork with the Islanders. Me and Maddie with the Canucks. Next game. 25-12-2. Florida Panthers giving up 1.5 as they travel to St. Louis to take on the 2017-1 Blues. Luke Birch.
I'd usually take the inconsistent ass Panthers, so give me St. Louis.
All right. With Luke again, that sucks because, yeah. Again, this is another follow my heart pick. I don't know why. Love St. Louis. Give me St. Louis. I don't love St. Louis. I just love the Blues. Sorry. Matty Icing.
I'll take the Arch.
All right. And Smart Wahlberg. The guy who likes the double golden
Make
arch.
that McRib is back, and so are the Blues. Give me St. Louis.
All right. It's unanimous. Next game. The 13-25-1 Anaheim Ducks taking on the 22-17-1 Nashville Predators. Predators favored by 1.5.
Again, since I'd usually take Nashville, give me Anaheim.
And fuck what you would usually do. I'd be against you in all your usual picks because I'm with you all goddamn night. Again, give me the Ducks. Smart Wahlberg.
Well, there is one of these teams that I like and I enjoy rooting for, and there is another one of these teams that I fucking despise. But the roles are switched now. Let's go Predators.
So you love the Predators now, remember?
That's
Go
right. They're my team.
Go diner mustard bottles on skates.
I'm assuming BK Subban probably still plays there, so go him. Big fan.
Matty Icing.
Predators.
All right. I'm alone with Luke. Son of a bitch. I mean, also, the Ducks are just way better at covering than the Predators, too. That also helps sway my decision. Next game, the 24-8-6 Boston Bruins giving up 1.5 to the 19-17-2 Arizona Coyotes.
I'd usually take the drop, so give me Arizona.
Well, you can fucking cue that baby up for me because I am not taking Arizona.
Your cousin from Boston.
Yeah. Matty Icing.
Boston.
Your cousin from Boston.
And Smart Wahlberg.
Go ahead and hear that drop one more time.
Your cousin from Boston.
Roll that beautiful beer footage.
That's it.
Luke Birch on his own with Arizona. Watch him hit with it too, motherfucker. Last game of the week, we got the 14-21-0 Ottawa Senators taking on the 17-18-5 Calgary Flames. Flames favored by 1.5. None of us have either of these teams, but I needed a seventh game, and well, I know how much Luke loves Ottawa, so I said throw it on there.
Usually I'd take Calgary, and fuck Ottawa so much, I'm still going to take Calgary.
Normally, I wouldn't take Calgary because, like, a couple weeks ago, they were fucking awful at covering the spread. Well, they've rebounded quite a bit, and they're up more around the middle of the pack. Whereas Ottawa is down at the lower part of the list now at covering the spread. So give me the Flames. Smart Wahlberg.
Both of these teams are bad, and even worse, both of these teams are Canadian. But that being said, give me the Flames.
And Matty Icing.
Wasn't paying attention, but I think you said Flames, so I'll take them too.
All right. Yep. Flames by 1.5 over Ottawa. That's unanimous. All right. Well, that is it for our NHL picks. So, Matt, I know you're trying to hang out with people, so you can go ahead and bounce if you want.
See y'all next Monday if I have a voice.
Yeah.
Back on. Later.
And it's just hit halftime for me.
I wonder what he could be doing that could compromise the integrity of his vocal cords if the joke writes themselves.
Yeah. He's a skin flautist.
Get Jim Harbaugh off my screen.
Rim Harbaugh. Smart's name.
And get Jim Harbaugh on my team. I mean, off my screen.
Sounds like he might be going to Washington. That's the early reports.
Yeah.
Early rumors, I should say. But so far, he says he's staying at Michigan. And it's like, yeah, right. You guys are under investigation. Your ass is getting suspended for a year at the least.
I think he'll stay with Michigan if Washington win tonight. But I think if Michigan win, he's gone.
I think he's gone no matter what. They say he's going to be suspended for an entire year if he comes back. The NCAA wouldn't put this much time and money into it if they weren't fucking going to nail his ass. Big Ten gave him a slap on the wrist, but that's Big Ten. This is the fucking NCAA.
It's interesting, though, because, I mean, if he sits at home, he still gets another year of pay, doesn't it?
You know, he might. I'm not sure about that. Suspended with pay. Like, oh, yeah, that's a real fucking punishment.
Yeah. Get to sit at home, do absolutely fucking nothing but watch Netflix.
And make all the money you would have made.
Yeah. Not a bad gig if you can get it.
No. I have no idea why I pictured like Jim Harbaugh just sitting there in like pajamas watching Ozark all day. Like we're up to season 3.
And think about it till just now. We should have did a draft with the fucking playoff teams. Although there's 14 of them, there's 4 of us. Yeah, that wouldn't have worked out evenly. I guess we could have just left 2 floating out there that nobody picks. Anyway, I know Matt is pulling for Houston in the AFC. I'm pulling for Miami because that's my B team. Luke's pulling for Buffalo because that's his B team. Smart said he wants Houston, but out of to the sake of keeping things different, who the hell was it you chose? Oh, Baltimore. Yeah.
Baltimore.
if they make it to the Super Bowl, they're fucking winning. Lamar Jackson doesn't lose against NFC teams. Although if he runs into Cleveland or Pittsburgh along the way, he's in some fucking trouble because he struggles against division rivals.
Yeah, I mean, it's really more for the sake of not so much keeping things interesting, as I said, because like you pointed out, it doesn't really mean anything as much as just not putting a jinx on either Houston or Miami, who I both like.
Yeah. Miami's been my B team since I was a kid. Do I think they're going to win? No. But I'm pulling for them. I'm the only one that picked them in the Kansas City game.
And thank you so much for turning your TV on last night when you did.
Fuck you. It wasn't my TV, it was my phone. Because I flipped to see the score earlier and I seen it was 14-7 or whatever. Then, like, I don't know, fucking 45 minutes later, I decided to flip the game on for a second. And I see Miami getting ready to punt it. I'm like, oh, that sucks. And then the punt gets returned for a touchdown. Like, he wasn't even in the end zone yet, and I just shut it off. Like, maybe there'd be a flag. Every time I turn on the TV for see what's going on with the team, I like something terrible happens.
Completely turned the momentum.
So pissed. Fucking Tua. Get the shit done in big games, but he can't. Shouldn't have taken him, but I'm following my heart. All right, well, Luke obviously pulling for Green Bay in the NFC.
Uh-huh.
I'm with Detroit, obviously. So is Matt. Detroit's most likely going to let me down. I didn't even pick them to win. Well, I didn't pick them to cover. But that's still the team I'll be rooting for. Smark, who do you like in the NFC?
This is tough because, like, Tampa Bay doesn't seem like they have any chance in hell, and that would be, like, probably the best neutral team that I could pick because I don't want to root for the fucking Cowboys, and I don't want to root for the Eagles. Fuck them. That would leave me with an NFC North.
Yes, if I wasn't rooting for the Lions, I'd be rooting for the 49ers.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, well.
Yeah, they get a bye week, so you kind of forgot about them.
I mean, I will say, honestly, fucking division rival aside, I am kind of pulling for the Lions just because of all the bullshit and ineptitude that you guys had to deal with. There's some kidmanship there.
Yeah.
I'm low-key rooting for Detroit to at least get a playoff win.
Yeah, that would be really nice. That was the goal at the beginning of this year. Like, win the division and win at least one playoff game, and I won't label the season a disappointment.
Yeah, I am low-key rooting for you guys to at least win a playoff game. Nothing after that, but a playoff game.
I mean,
I will say
probably nothing after that, but I would say it would depend on who wins. Because, I mean, let's see. Let's say Philly beats Tampa Bay, or whatever. Even it doesn't matter who wins that one. Oh, yeah, I guess Dallas is beating Green Bay. We'll say for this sake, Detroit beats the Rams. So that would put San Francisco against Tampa Bay or Philly, and Detroit getting a rematch against Dallas, where the refs could potentially penetrate them again. But that's also kind of like a winnable game. I mean, it was when we played them last time. It definitely is if Sam Laporta's back by then, which is a possibility, although a slim one. They would have to make it to the NFC Championship game, I think, before you definitely see him back. And then, yeah, I think San Francisco easily handles Philadelphia or Tampa Bay, whoever comes out on top. So, I don't know. I kind of like San Francisco just from like when I was a kid. I remember Joe Montana and then Steve Young, Jerry Rice. I was kind of a fan of them just because, you know, It was a team got to see win. I hated the Cowboys though. Can't explain it. Hated the Cowboys. Liked San Francisco. Matt's talking about losing his voice. Now mine's like trying to fuck with me.
I kind of like the Raiders for a similar reason back during the fucking Jerry Rice, Tim Brown era.
Oh yeah, with Rich Gannon at quarterback.
Mm-hmm. I felt bad for them because they got fucking dicked over against the Patriots, and then they were in that Super Bowl and they just got stomped by Tampa Bay.
Dirk says he really wants to see Patricia versus Barry. That would have to be an NFC championship matchup. That's the only way those two would meet.
No, it can happen. No, you're right. My bad. I was gonna say it can happen in the divisional, but I completely forgot the Rams got the 6th seed.
Yeah. Yeah, so the likelihood of that very, 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 very slim.
Yeah.
Patricia seems like the kind of guy that's very afraid of berries.
And
It's too healthy.
and I think
Unless
it'll
it's covered
be
in chocolate. Sorry.
It'll be honestly impressive if either us or Philadelphia made it to the divisional game. Neither is making it to the goddamn conference.
Yeah, we'll see. How bad is Philly going to fall apart? I don't think it's going to be that. I think they're going to beat Tampa Bay. Hell, they might even come out and just fucking stomp the shit out of Tampa Bay. Although, damn it, they just lost AJ. Fuck, I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it. No, fuck it. It's still fucking Baker Mayfield. Fuck Tampa Bay.
And Jalen Hurts' finger went janky.
Yeah, fuck his finger.
Actually, there is kind of a part of me that wants Tampa Bay to win because it's just imagine a world where we're looking at a fucking Baker Mayfield, Joe Flacco Super Bowl.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Just the ratings just plummeting.
I would love it if you had Cleveland taking on Baltimore. You got fucking Flacco taking on his old team.
Might be interesting.
Lamar having to play against an in-division rival where he flounders. It's possible. They would just need to beat Houston, and then Kansas City and Buffalo would have to win their games. And then you would have Baltimore taking on Cleveland second round. So it's definitely possible.
Oh, by the by, as a quick aside before we head on out, what do you guys think of this fucking super wild card week where they're doing a fucking Saturday, Sunday, and Monday now?
That's stupid. I mean, this Saturday and Sunday, that's fine because that's the way it's always been. But
Yeah.
keep the fucking Mondays out of the playoffs.
Yep.
Yeah, because you get 2 Saturday games, 3 Sunday games, I think, and 1 Monday game.
Yeah.
Just make it 3 and 3.
And like, what makes it even worse is Tampa Bay and Philly is the Monday night game, which means at latest they're going to play on Sunday the following week against the team that just got the bye week. So they're going to have a short week. I mean, granted, it's only 6 days instead of 7, but it's a shorter week nonetheless against a team who just got a bye week.
Not necessarily.
I mean, if it works out that way.
It could work out that way, but it isn't necessarily guaranteed to.
Yeah. If Dallas and Detroit play, though, or if Dallas and Detroit win, that's how it's working out, though.
Yeah.
So there's a decent chance that's how it happens.
Yeah.
I can't wait for 2 years from now where they expand each conference to 9 teams so they can have a Thursday night playoff game.
Fuck off.
Right.
Oh, it could happen.
Everybody makes the playoffs. Yay.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to make them best of 3 series.
Amazon
Amazon. Boy, they just keep getting fucked. How do they not look at that schedule every year and just not slide it back to them like, no thanks? We'll keep our money this year. It's fine. So look at the teams they
Okay.
had play this year. Like, at no point, even in the beginning of the season, were any of these games going to be good.
Actually,
And the rare
I think
few
it's
times you
part of
did have a couple good teams, they were still ass games. It's like Thursday's just cursed.
I actually think it's just part of a plan to increase productivity because like they tell their employees that they can take a break, but they have to watch the Thursday night football game, so nobody fucking capitalizes on it.
Yep.
It's almost like a 4-day turnaround, isn't enough time to game plan.
Right. Well, you would think one team would be able to blow out the other team at some point, though, in that case. But no, it's usually just like 10-3.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Well, they always fucking suck.
18-7 if you're lucky.
Oh, and as a quick fun fact, 5 of the 7 teams that lost to the Bears had their coach get fired during this season or after the season.
You lost to the Bears? The Bears?
The
Happened to
Bears?
Rivera. Happened.
Yeah, gee whiz, the Bears. So Dan
Happened to fucking
Campbell's
Josh
lucky.
McDaniels when he was the Raiders. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fucking Belichick got fired. Well, he didn't get fired, but he got told that he wasn't coming back on the plane ride home. And then who else got fired like fucking right after the game? Carolina's coach, wasn't it? Didn't he get fired like right after losing to somebody?
Yeah.
Mm.
And the Chargers.
Oh yeah, that's right. Staley finally went down.
The Raiders coach was fired the following day.
Yep. So basically, Matt Eberflus is on the top of the list, hot seat coming into the season next year, probably.
As things stand.
Hopefully.
If he's still with Chicago, which I think he's going to be, but we'll see.
Yeah. Arthur Smith got fired, but he didn't get fired mid-season.
I messed what Dirk said, but oh well.
Where is gone?
Oh, I just got fired. Okay, my bad. Yeah, Rivera's out. Didn't he
What
get sent out
fucking
with a
took
win?
him so long?
Yeah, so that's where Harbaugh's favored to end up. It's going to be a commander. Sam Howell.
Oh. Apparently, according to their new ownership group, they're thinking about changing the name again this summer.
Good. It's an awful name. I can't fucking get into it. I'd rather just go back to the football team.
Yeah. At least that was a funny level of stupid.
I still say make them the Deadskins. Get a zombie for a fucking mascot.
Yeah.
You're going to play like a clown show. Just embrace it. Sell merch.
Yeah, with a fucking dildo with the fucking mascot.
Yeah, Washington
That-
monuments. Washington. Oh, God damn it. Washington riots? No, a little too close to home. The Washington stormed the Capitals. Nope, that's not right.
The Washington insurrectionists.
Yeah, there you go. The Washington insurrection. Let's just leave it at that.
But there's a unique rule that they have to play all 17 of their games on January 5th.
And the logo on the side of their helmet is a
Well,
dude with his feet kicked up on the desk.
Yeah, or that weird fucker that dressed up as Beowulf.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you can be the mascot for sure. To see him walk around. Your Honor, I didn't know what was going on. I was on fucking heroin and acid at the same time. I don't even own one of those, so I don't know where it came from. Just hope it wasn't a live animal. All right. Well, you guys ready to get out of here?
Yeah,
It sounds
and my
about right.
finger's actually hovering over the end screen button.
All right. Well, shout out to everybody out in the chat. Thank you, Dirk. Thank you, True North.
Yeah.
Shout out to Craig. Shout out Bobby Anthem. Talk to you next week. Everybody else, be a bra, support tits, like, subscribe, share, all that fun shit. We're out of here.